Hello members and friends of St. Barnabas. This week I figured I would do my office at church for my weekly greeting and reflection. Most of you haven't actually seen it since I've moved in because of the stupid corona measures and whatnot. I'm barely in here all that much, but I'm quite fond of it, and I hope you will be able to visit me here soon. So the last few of these that I've done have been a bit on the heavier side, as was my sermon on Sunday. So this week I thought it would be a good idea to do something a bit lighter. And as it happened, on Monday, my son Rasmus was home, not really sick, but he had a little something earlier in the day. So I invited him to help me explain St. Martin's Day, because that is this Wednesday. And as you perhaps know, on Saturday evening, some of us here from St. Barnabas had a sort of joint St. Martin's celebration with our friends over at Christ the King Lutheran. And Rasmus can tell you a little bit about that. Hi, Rasmus.
Hi.
What do you have there?
Hi, Mike.
Hey, Mike is part of the church too. What do you have there?
A lantern.
Look at the camera. No one can understand you otherwise. What is that?
A lantern.
A lantern? Where did you get this lantern?
In the church.
Look at us, otherwise we can't understand you.
In the church.
In the church? And why did we make a lantern at church?
Because we want to make a lantern train.
A lantern train? You're translating your German too literally. A lantern procession, yes. And what was the occasion?
A lantern train.
A lantern train. Was that for St. Martin's Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was for St. Martin's Day, which is actually tomorrow, right? No, Wednesday.
No,
Wednesday. Efton.
No,
Wednesday.
no, Sunday.
It's on Wednesday, you silly little person.
No, Saturday.
Do you remember the story of St. Martin?
No.
No? Are you sure?
Wait, I'm saying wow.
You're crazy. Okay. We'll go back inside and I'll tell the story, okay? Or do you have something else you wanted to show?
I want to play.
Look at the camera, otherwise no one can understand you.
I want to play with the ball.
Look at the camera, child. Otherwise no one understands a word you say. Okay.
Ball.
The ball is more interesting.
The basket.
Okay.
Oh!
Okay, you're not cooperating, are you? This is our broken table.
I turned it over this thing.
Okay. Well, thank you, Rasmus. And now I'll go back inside and tell everyone the story. Okay, it's worth keeping this take just for that. Yes, he is cute. I assure you, that's what keeps him alive. So I'll tell you the story of St. Martin. It's lighter, as we said, but some of the most profound truths of the Christian faith are to be detected therein. So, Martin lived many centuries ago. He was a soldier in what is now France, from Tours. He's Saint Martin of Tours. One day, Saint Martin was out and about, and in the winter, he came upon a beggar clad in rags. In some versions, this beggar had been set upon by robbers, and it was clear that if this beggar didn't, have some help, he was not going to live. So Martin takes his mantle, and it is cloak, mantle, very biblical word, isn't it? And he, at the risk of making himself a great deal less comfortable, cuts it in half, puts half of it around the beggar, and continues on with the other half of it. So, of course, he's now sort of not as comfortable as he might like in the snow, but everybody survives. Good day. So later, he has a dream, and in this dream, Christ appears to him wrapped in the cloak that he gave to the beggar, and says, "What you've done unto the least of these who are my brethren, you have done unto me." And moved by this dream, Martin decides to abandon his career as a soldier. He is baptized and eventually becomes a priest and a bishop. You know, I love this story. I've always loved this story. There's a great picture by El Greco that I'll see if I can somehow get edited into the video. But so in Germany, and at least in much of it, it's an annual custom on the 11th of November that they call it a Martinsumzug, a Laternenumzug, a lantern procession, that the children will decorate a lantern, and then they'll go out into the streets carrying the lantern and they sing a song. It's just this fun little children's song. Ich gehe mit meiner Laterne und meine Laterne mit mir. Dort oben leuchten die Sterne, hier unten leuchten wir. I go with my lantern goes with me. Up above, the stars are shining, and we're shining down here. It doesn't need to have any deeper meaning than that. But just as the beggar was, in a very real sense, Christ, and just as Martin then, after he was baptized and received the sacraments to join our very bodies and our souls to Christ, also became in a certain sense Christ. Christ to the beggar, Christ to his church, Christ to the whole world. So are we too, baptized in the same water, partakers of the same body and blood, and beacons of the same light, the light that God spoke into being on the first day, that the stars still shine with up in heaven, and that we too may shine with here on earth, being by grace what he is by nature. So, lighter fare, as I said, but also one of the deepest truths of the Christian faith. So if you're watching this on Wednesday or earlier, happy St. Martin's Day. We had a good time when we did our little anticipated feast on Saturday night at the Lutheran Church. I think we'll try to do it again next year, hopefully less encumbered by the stupid virus. And I wish you all a blessed rest of your week. And I hope I will see many of you on Sunday, either in our sanctuary or if you are able to join with us digitally through WebEx. God be with you.